Hello friends, welcome to my channel Code for Self. Today we came up with the exciting series of GitHub Copilot. So please like the video if you really like it. Otherwise add your comment to make it better. And if you are new, then please subscribe the channel. So let's start with the series. So today we are going to discuss few things, and that is first thing is what is GitHub Copilot. So GitHub Copilot is an AI-powered pair programmer that helps developer write code faster and with less manual effort. It is built as an extension of popular code editors. So we can find it in uh, Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio, and many more code editors as an extension. It uses the large language model LLMs to provide real-time suggestion. So actually it is a peer programmer which worked with us, and at the time of doing programmings or debuggings or knowing something as in complex logic, and on behalf of us it writes the code for us also. So that we will see during demo of this session. So GitHub Copilot, the specialist. Okay. So GitHub Copilot is a surgical tool built only for developers. When to use? You are actively writing code. You want it to write a standard function, generate unit test, or explain what a complex block of the code. So this is the mainly use of Copilot. The strength, it stays inside your editor. It uses your existing code to make suggestions that actually fit your project's style. What is the weakness? It really not a great as general facts of non-coding task. It wouldn't help you writing a business email or summarizing the spreadsheet. So for that we have a separate Copilot. Normally we know that Microsoft Copilot, but here we are talking about GitHub Copilot. So as a next, we will see what is the difference between Google versus GitHub Copilot versus MS Copilot. Because till now, most of us, all of us is familiar with the Google. We just go and type the Google and Google give us a lot of useful information, and since decade we are using Google. But how these two things, that is GitHub Copilot and MS Copilot, come up? So if I talk about the feature, the role, okay, so Google is a like a librarian where you have a lot of information. Okay, you just go and try to pick the things, because it's just give you the list of information, but you go and pick it what is the best for you. GitHub Copilot, it is a pair programmer. What is Microsoft Copilot? Is a executive assistance. Okay, so on behalf of you it will write some suggestion at the time of working on Word file, Excel, PPTs and all. So assistance, executive assistance we can say. So best for, where is the Google is best for? Finding facts, docs, troubleshooting errors. Where is GitHub Copilot? Writing, refactoring and testing code. Where is Microsoft Copilot? Drafting emails, summarizing meetings and office tasks. So context. So only knows what you search for. That is the whole context of Google search. GitHub Copilot knows your entire code projects. So that is the beauty of GitHub Copilot. Microsoft Copilot knows your email, calendars, documents and all. Okay. Where it lives? In your browser. So anytime we open the browser, type the Google http google.com, it come up. Where the Copilot? Your code editor, VS Code, JetBrains and all. And Microsoft Copilot, Windows, Word, Excel, Teams and Web. So this is the difference we have just seen, Google versus GitHub Copilot versus MS Copilot. Now let's move to the Google versus Copilot especially. Okay, so if you see, the primary goal of Google is finding existing document, tutorials or forum answers. Okay, GitHub Copilot, generating new code, refactoring or computing logic in real time. Okay, context, only knows what you type in the search bar. It sees your entire code, open files, coding styles, and adopt it. Output the list of links of websites and articles. It gives you the raw code blocks or suggestion directly to your editor. Workflow interruptive. It must leave your editor. You must leave your editor, open a browser and search. Integrated. It works inside your IDs like VS Code and all. Accuracy. It you verify by checking date and community votes and comments. So it is basically you are deciding which is accurate or not. Okay, it's just giving you the information. Here you verify by running the code by using your judgment. So that's the way as a human we decide the accuracy, but in both way we get the information. So now let's move to how to sign up GitHub Copilot. Okay, so for that I have given two links. First thing is log into GitHub account. So definitely you must have one GitHub account. How to log in, how to sign up and all, that is I think pretty simple. I'm not going to cover that, but I'm expecting that we should have one GitHub account. And next thing is github.com feature copilot. So I have already opened these two links for you. So if you see, okay, this is github.com features copilot, okay, where since starting you will able to find a lot of information related to copilot. But if you come on down, you will see there are uh, few we have basically um, it's a kind of free version. Okay, it's $0. Okay, these are our this is the includes in $0. It is pro where $10 per month for okay per year. This is $39 okay per month, or maybe 390 per year, and these are the features that is given. Okay, so here we are going to use a free one. Okay, GitHub Copilot, definitely we should have the account. In the account, we can also see Copilot settings. And if I click on it, I will able to see what are the my editors which has adopt. Okay, code completion 4%. So basically, once you start using, you will get all these data under your account of Copilot. Okay, so now let's go and do some hands-on. So for doing some hands-on, I have already opened one Visual Studio code. Okay, so here you will able to find the GitHub Copilot. This is the account. Okay, this is the icon. So if you click on icon, okay, it is here. Okay, and if you click on top, you will able to see the chat. Okay, open chat, inline chat, and all. So I'm just clicking on open chat. Okay, so clicking on open chat, since this file is already open, so you can see it is taken a context. So I'm just going to close all the files so you can see in better way. Okay, now there is no context is there. Okay, and these are my different modes. So it is basically agent. If you click on agent, then it is giving you describe what you build next. Okay, so agent is something which uh, build a code or maybe work for us on behalf of as a part of Copilot on behalf of us. Okay, we use ask where we need to ask the questions, queries. It gives us in terms of message, but it doesn't perform anything on our code file. So that is for ask. Edit, we have if we need to edit or refactor some selected code, we will do the edit. And plan is something outline of goal problem to search, so that is the plan. So first I will do the ask. Okay, and I will ask it, okay, what is interface. Okay, so I will just click on enter. So you will see, okay, okay, so you will able to find that there is a things comes up what is interface, and it is, if you see, it is quite informative, but it is pretty generic because Copilot doesn't know on which behalf you are asking, or there is no specific things. Okay, but if you simply open any of interface file, okay, so let me just go and check on any of interface file. So this is my interface file, okay, or maybe I will open some better file. Okay. Okay, so let me open this one. This is my interface file. Okay, so if you see, I have opened it. So in the context, you can see category.models automatically comes up. And now if you ask the same question, what is interface? So you can see its examples got changed. Okay, earlier it is having different example. Okay, category, since I have already used this command, so maybe this time also category. So my only point of explaining here is, if you open the file and that is in the context, then it will provide you the suggestions as per the given context. Okay, so that's the one thing we will say that we can do that. Okay, now let's suppose this is for Visual Studio Code. Okay, now let's suppose if we have to do the same for Visual Studio. Okay, so I have the Visual Studio also. So in Visual Studio we have this Copilot. Here we can see only two options: ask an option and agent option. So I'm just using the ask option. Okay, and here also I'm writing what is interface. We click on it. It is still searching. Okay, so now you can see the result. Okay, so it is also pretty generic. They have given the circle example, eye shape example, and the best part is, since this is the solution which I have, it is basically C# web API solution. So you can see my suggestions are mainly at C# level, because Copilot automatically identified what is the my code base, and what exactly, even though I have not written what is interface in C#, I have just mentioned what is interface. So Copilot is smart enough to identify that. Okay, now let's suppose if I open any of file, so that the two things I have just explained. Okay, other there are many more features in Copilot. Okay, which we can uh, we can use, and we can see the uh, demo on that. Okay, so first feature is, okay, so let me open this code. Okay, this is my employee controller. Okay, so first feature is, let's suppose if this is my legacy code, I don't know much about it. Okay, if I just click on it, okay, I right click, I will go to Copilot action, and these are the actions I can say. I can say the explain this code, optimize this selection, generate comments, generate tasks, or add in chat. Okay, so if I click on explain, so it is basically analyzing this selected part of method and going to explain us what exactly it is. So let's go and see that. Okay, so see, it is very well explained what exactly it is, what this code part is doing. Okay, summary, what the selected code does. Method signature is public, action, I action result, get int ID. So that's the way we can analyze any of legacy code and ask Copilot to explain it. That's the one thing. Second thing is, if I just select this one, okay, and ask Copilot that optimize selection. So basically it analyze the code and give me something better as an optimized solution. Okay, so that's the second thing. Okay, next one, I'm going to do GitHub action that generate comment. Okay, so if you click on it, because most of time we need to write the comment on top of our any of action method. So see, first thing is you can see it is optimized code. Okay, so that it come up. Okay, I'm not going to accept it for now. It is going to generate it. So okay, I can tab to accept or tab to decline. Okay, so let me maybe accept it. Okay, I have accepted. So you can see it is well optimized code. It makes it different. Okay, so now I have added a comment that add a comment on my method. So you can see it is well generated this comment, and now I simply add it on my method. So if I add it, you can see how much time is saved as a developer to write all these things. So this is all about add the method. Okay, now I'm taking another example. This is all about ask thing that we can do. Okay, now I'm going to change the mode of agent, and as a agent mode, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add here a new controller. Name is empty controller. I'm going to take, and I'm going to ask it as an category controller. Okay, I simply add it. Okay, so now for this controller, okay, if I go to GitHub Copilot, okay, and this controller is already there. Okay, so I'm going to ask the controller, okay, generate. Okay, let me just bigger this font. Generate CRUD operation. Okay, CRUD operation. Okay, and I'm going to enter. So basically, it is analyzing. It is still doing it. Okay, so if you see, okay, total change. Okay, it's if I just click on keep it. Okay, so okay, basically it's generate entire code. Okay, I want to make the changes for category controller. Okay, so just let me I can add the reference also. So I can click on files and I can say category controller. Okay, and ask Copilot. Okay, create a CRUD operation. Okay, now I will say click on enter. Now it only analyzing category controller. See, this is asking me undo or keep. I'm going to keep it. Okay. So it's created a new model for me, test context, and you can see all code are being generated. So I'm just going to keep it. I click on keep. Okay. So this way you can see my category controller is created. My category model is created. Okay. I will click on keep. My text context is created. Okay. I'm going on keep. So you can see all my related code is being generated by Copilot only. So that save a lot of time and definitely as an developer we can verify about the generated code, it is working not working, or the way we want to manage it, that depend on us, but that's the way Copilot help us to as doing coding as an co-assistance or a Copilot as the name suggests. The same thing we can do for uh, uh, Visual Studio Code also, and for any class file, this is the Angular files, Angular project. So any class project we can do that. I'm not going to do it in this video because keeping it short. So that's it for today's video. Next video we are going to check more complex features about the Copilot. Thank you. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching.